In September of 2019, I got my first gaming laptop, and with it, I bought Minecraft Bedrock Edition. I knew at the time I wanted to start a Minecraft series on my channel, so I started a free trial of a new thing called Realms. It seems like the equivalent of a server, so I gave it a shot. We called this realm OofCraft. Little did I realise at the time that it would go on to be the most popular series on my channel up until over a year later. Hours turned into days, days turned into weeks, weeks turned into months, and yet throughout the entirety we were addicted to it. Partially due to griefers and thieves, and also due to almost complete inactivity on the realm, I realised that the realm needed to end on a good note. On January 20th, 2020, the final iteration of OofCraft was shut down. I wish I made more videos when it was still around. I wish I could have shown you all so much more of what we accomplished. Now all we have are the worlds, sitting in my files, waiting to be remembered. OofCraft deserved so much better than what it got. It upsets me to know that so many memories are behind us, knowing how great it all was. Which is why now I'm giving it a proper send-off. This is OofCraft, a retrospective. I remember the first day like no other. One by one we all spawned in, eager to set off. It was killing us all, waiting for the last players to arrive. Finally, after what felt like an eternity, the last player joined, and we set off, looking for a base camp. Not far off from spawn, we found a valley, stretching far and wide. A steep hill in the shape of a horseshoe, with a river cutting off the gap between the hills, stood tall in the middle of the valley, nearby some mountains. It was perfect. Some people dug into the sides of the hill, others built into the middle. One person built across the river but still close to the rest of us. I, on the other hand, went right on top of the tallest hill and built a small 7x7 house. It took us a few weeks, but the town was beginning to come together. I'd built a mage's tower for enchanting, a horse stable had been made, a strip mine was made, and we began to expand more and more across the river. Someone had even begun building a full-sized castle in the mountains nearby. Work on a village and trading hall was still in progress, but was coming along smoothly. However, it was around this time some odd things began happening. Out of nowhere, we found a random portal to the end in the middle of the valley. With no idea how we got there, we attempted to break it as much as we could. Alas, our efforts were futile. Then, something interesting happened. My friend Sam came online one day, whilst I was strip mining. We were the only two people online. When I returned to the surface, the portal had almost completely disappeared, with only the middle portal block remaining. A friend accidentally fell into it later on, and we were able to save his stuff, but then the portal block disappeared entirely. I had a suspicion I knew what happened. In the same week, we found a bedrock block in Sam's base. It confirms my suspicions. When we confronted Sam about it, he confessed to owning a hacking client and promised to stop using it, only to immediately afterward attack some of the others in creative mode. Eventually he did stop and seemingly never used it again. Not too long afterwards, we'd all organised a time to meet so we could go to a stronghold. I decided to get there a bit early so we could find the portal room, only to find out that the portal was half broken. I was about to tell everybody the bad news when Sam came online and gave me a solution. He said that before this had all happened, he found out that you could get end portal frames by blowing them up. I stupidly believed him. So there he came to the town hall with the frames in his hand, and after uploading the first video of OofCraft, a friend of mine commented, saying that it is impossible to obtain them. Sam was hacking again. This stirred up a lot of controversy. Should we kick him from the realm? Maybe just ban him for a week or two? But then I remembered how the stronghold had glitched and not formed a portal. Maybe in that sense it was somewhat justifiable. We decided that we'd let it slide, but the second he used hacks again, he would be permanently banned. We agreed, and things returned to normal. In around early November time, my laptop broke, and I had to be away from the realm for 2 months. When I returned, I found my house was in the sky, which turned out to be a hilarious joke by my friend Farley, better known as Ideal Steam, and tons of new buildings had been made. Not long afterwards, I appointed Farley as the president of the village. He helps make a lot of big decisions for the realm, but I still got the final say. However, in terms of the town, he had full control. We incorporated several rules that seems to displease most people, but most of that was just complaining. People accused me of making a dictatorship and that we should live in a democracy, but the way I saw it was that Farley was doing a good job, and seeing as I paid for the realm, I should be the one who was allowed to appoint those roles. Although it stayed a controversial decision throughout the entirety of Season 1, Farley was kept as the president the entire way through. But then, it happened. Farley appointed our friend Noah, also known as Silent Storm, to be his personal bodyguard and head of all SWAT operations. I didn't see why that was necessary, but I didn't complain. Not too long into this, SWAT raids occurred in nearly every house in the realm. Items were looted, one of my friend's houses were completely destroyed, and everybody was furious. When Noah was confronted, he claims that Farley had issued these SWAT raids. I made sure to ban SWAT raids entirely, but then Farley decided to try and start making people pay taxes. This crossed the line. I got him to stop after about a month of arguing about it. We never had a SWAT raid again. In the last 3 months of the realm, a few things came up, most of which I'm ashamed to talk about and will be leaving out, but there is one last occurrence which I can't ignore. Duplication. After my friend Jack, also known as Rogue C23, had built a new residential area called Hinton Horizons, my friend Noah moved into one of the houses. I did some redstone and made him a garage door, and got paid an astonishing amount of diamonds. I'm so confused. He barely ever went strip mining and didn't own any shops, so how he got them was a mystery. Later on, I returned to Noah's garage after he broke it by spamming the button too quickly. Inside it, I saw a weird machine with a chest, 2 pistons, and some repeaters. What it was a mystery to me, but it seems oddly suspicious. Later on, whilst flying by Hinton Horizons, I saw his name tag from inside the garage. Curious to know what he was doing, I snuck up behind him and saw him repeatedly pressing the button, opening the chest, and the chest got moved. I got his attention and asked him what he was doing, and he confessed to duplicating shulker boxes full of diamonds. It annoyed me quite a bit, but it got way worse. He seemed to have shared the exploit with a lot of the other players on the server, and suddenly, the economy crashed. A friend of mine built a planet made of diamond blocks above the town hall, which was taken down by him later on, and suddenly more and more buildings pops out of seemingly nowhere. We made rules banning any more diamonds duplication. We knew people would only duplicate secretly, so we only limited it to diamonds, just so that they were more encouraged to stick to the rules. Eventually, even I began using duplicators because I didn't see the point of working for my creations anymore. There was a secret diamonds duplication area hidden in the mountains run by 2 of my friends. One of them was banned, whilst the other had an hour of non-AFK time in prison. There was a severe backlash to it, and everybody was furious. It was time to face the truth. It was time to move on. We said our goodbyes to Season 1 of OofCraft and prepared ourselves for Season 2. Season 2, unlike Season 1, was on Minecraft Java Edition instead of Bedrock Edition. This meant that some of our players were left behind, whilst others stuck along for the journey. It had an incredibly strong start and continued to stay strong for a long time. That was until the first ever griefing on Season 2 took place. My house had been severely damaged. I was lucky fire spreads was turned off. My horse was killed along with my dog. I was furious. I didn't find out who did it until after Season 2 had ended. That was the beginning of a slippery slope, which only went down from there. Several more griefings continued throughout the realm. We didn't find the culprit for most of them. Eventually, someone had stolen my head collection. I was convinced it was someone specific, but I had no solid evidence. When I began making threats to blow up his house, to my surprise, another person came forward and confessed. An enormous argument ensued, with me, in the end, staying off the realm for about a week. The heads were never returned to me. From then on, the realm became fairly inactive. You could expect more times than not for you to come online and be the only one there. Plenty more people joined afterwards and helped with the struggle to keep the realm alive. It survived long enough for us to finish enough for us to be satisfied. New areas such as Mole Harbour and Eldig Boys Theme Park were built, and turned out to be tremendous successes. However, it became apparent to us very soon that people were getting bored. The realm was still dying, and all we did was prolong its death. People said it was time to start fresh, but it had all gone by so quickly. I wasn't ready to let it go. I refused promptly and continued working on the realm. This split the entire realm into two. Half of the players wanted a fresh start either because they had joined later than others, or because they simply didn't find it fun anymore. Others still had massive projects which they hadn't completed yet, which they wanted to complete first. I stuck by my decision for over a month, before finally I gave in. It turned out later on that Season 2's closure was the biggest mistake I could have made. I never finished my base. I never got a chance to make my Elder Guardian farm, and I never got a chance to say a proper goodbye to Season 2. Everybody was super excited for the new realm. I'd tried to make it as much like a professional server as possible, with a hub island, inventory saves, and minigames. People were more excited than they'd ever been for the realm. I felt proud when on the 10th of October 2020 it finally opened. However, it seems that I had made a horrible mistake. When using a realm instead of a server, you can invite as many people as you want, but only 10 can play at a time. This caused the people who couldn't get in to scream down their mics whilst in the voice call. It was meant to be a fun birthday celebration with my friends for me, but it seems that I wasn't going to get what I wanted. The command blocks I used in the hub seemed to mess with our inventories too, causing them to disappear at random. I fixed it later, but only after I realised what the problem was. The problems didn't end there though. Not long afterwards, some major griefing occurred on the realm. We found the culprit fairly swiftly and banished them instantly. However, due to their popularity on the realm, I was forced to add them again, despite everyone knowing they did it. They didn't even bother coming on after that. People stopped playing on the realm after only 2 weeks. More griefing and stealing occurred by new culprits. People began blaming each other every day for new things, and it just wasn't fun to play anymore. On the 20th of January 2021, I shut down the realm after a month of notice. It upset me to leave it on such a stale note. I wanted so badly to give it just one more go, but I knew it'd only go to waste. I didn't even try to make a big deal about it ending. I just accepted that maybe it was never meant to be. Maybe gathering a bunch of irresponsible teenagers all in one place isn't a good idea. Maybe, just maybe, we're better off leaving OofCraft behind. Maybe it's time we face the truth. OofCraft was a brilliant concept on paper, but when put into action, it was flawed, messy, and sometimes painful to stand by. I'm glad I made the memories when I had the chance. I wouldn't have changed a thing about OofCraft. Rest in peace.
Hi guys, it's me, VG, and today we're going to be starting a new Let's Play of Minecraft. Alright, we've been training for this. Actually, no we haven't, but still. So, we're going to go in there, and we'll show no mercy. Is that clear?
No. Yes.
Alright, well, let's do this then. Yeah. Okay, it's coming down, it's coming down. Yes! Yes! Yeah, share the XP. We did it! Yeah. Oh, I didn't get a single bit. So, I've just come back online, and I've found a bunch of presents outside of my house. You guys want to explain this part?
Was it your birthday?
Yeah, it was my birthday on the 10th of October. Nice.
So we gave you presents. We're such generous friends.
Thing, I don't really know if I trust this sheet. Not sheet,
Evil.
website.
Sheep.
No, the sheep is evil, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
never,
think
never
sheep,
trust.
but-
Yeah, but still
How
don't
do-
trust a
I
sheep.
got. What is this? How do? Oh.
Right, well, 11.
No, seriously, Noah, you're starting to piss me off now. I found this place and you're just looting it.
Well, you followed me down the mine shaft. Not the mine shaft, down my strip mine. So, you know.
No, I meant to decide once you were further up ahead.
Yeah, I did all the mining and everything to get you here. Technically.
Dude, I literally pointed you in the right direction.
Ooh, more diamonds. Epic. Oh.
Ah, hello humans. Wait, oh yeah, you spawned here. Hola. Yeah, alright then, let's go.
Let's go. No, wait, what?
Okay.
You go to the portal, man.
We're going to make it look better, have more stock, that sort of thing. I'm not sure how we're going to do that specifically. I might make an extension further on to the right. Or, who knows, maybe I could make it go underground like my base is going. But, no, really, that's beginning to get a bit old, isn't it? But yeah, I think that should be it for now. But with that out of the way, I'd like to thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked the video, be sure to hit subscribe for more videos, and I'll see you guys all in the next one. Peace out, gamers.